not getting an IP address. Have you ever configured a lab and your Cisco IP phone or the IP phone failed to get an IP address? Focus here. This is the real fix. As you can see, this phone has no IP address. There is no IP address there. This one has also, there is no IP address. Okay, when this is the call manager, this router, then this is the switch that is giving an access for connectivity to this phone. So there are some issues that lead to an IP phone not getting an IP address. One, the call manager interface, this interface might be off, and as you can see, it is off. That's one. Two, the phone itself might be off. You see, Cisco IP phones are powered through PoE, power over Ethernet, so the cable connecting to the phone might be faulty or might be having some loose connection. So like this phone here, this cable is off. I'll show you how to power on a Cisco IP phone in Cisco Packet Tracer. So these are the reasons that may lead to a phone not getting an IP address. This happens when Voice VLAN is not well configured on the switchboard. This is what might lead to that. You see, phone send DHCP request, switch treats it as data VLAN traffic. So this one might be mismatch of Voice VLAN configuration on the switch. Two, there might be no DHCP pool for the Voice VLAN. It means that the DHCP server has not been configured to serve the Cisco IP phones. That is the thing that you should check. Another thing, DHCP relay missing or wrong. This one, it only happens when, for example, these phones have been designed to get IP address from a central server, meaning a server that is located in the remote network, far away from its network here. So the router that is connecting to the data center is not well configured. That's what they mean by the relay, the DHCP relay missing or wrongly configured. Another reason number 4, DHCP option 150 is missing. I'll talk about this option 150. Option 150, this is always a command that a network engineer should not miss while configuring VoIP in Cisco Packet Tracer or in real network environment. This one helps to connect the Cisco IP phone to the call manager. And this one also helps to locate the DHCP server. As you can see, phone may get IP irrespective of missing this option 150, but fails later during the call manager discovery, because this is one of the commands that helps the phones to locate the call manager. I'll show you how to configure that. Fortunately, I have given here some steps to configure that. These are the steps to configure the VoIP in Cisco Packet Tracer. You will just keep all your topology as it is, then assign IP addresses, configure the DHCP pool for the Voice VLAN, then configure the call manager, assign numbers, create directory numbers, and also power the phones, then verify reachability. So in this case, we are solving a problem. And to solve this problem, right now our phones are not having anything. So let me solve as according to what might lead to the phones not getting an IP address and the remedy, how we can fix this. The remedy to fix that particular problem, we may start by checking if all switch ports are well configured. Also, we will check if option 150 in the DHCP pool on the call manager is present or is well configured. Then, if it is in the case whereby the DHCP is located on the remote network, the IP helper address, the link to the server, the link that helps the phones to get to the server is there. Also, we will check if the voice VLAN is separate from data or it is in the same. So in this case, we are just dealing with the voice VLAN. That's why you can see the topology here. We are rendering the entire switch to serve these 4 IP phones. As you can see, this phone is having 7,000. This is having 800. You can see 9,000, then 9,500. Those are their numbers, their extension numbers. You may call it such. So these are the steps that we are going to fix in a scenario whereby our phone number is not, our Cisco IP phone is not getting an IP address. So let's start. First, this is the switch ports of the phone. For the switch port for the phone number 1, 2, 3, they are up. You can see these icons are green, it means they are up, and these phones are powered on. To power the Cisco IP phone up in Cisco Packet Tracer, first you click on the phone, then you come on the physical tab, then you can see here, this is the adapter. Let me put it here, let me remove the adapter. The moment I remove the adapter, now my phone goes down. So to power it on, we just repeat the same process. Click on the phone, go to the physical tab, then move this adapter to this particular terminal here. The moment you put it there, then my phone comes up. So that's one. I have confirmed that my phones are up. So confirming my phones are up. So let me also bring up this particular phone. This one is off. So I will take this adapter, put it into this terminal, then my phone immediately comes up. So that's one. I have solved that using ensured that my phones are up, and still the phone is not getting an IP address. You can check here, there is no IP address. Configuring IP, it is just stuck there. So next, I confirm if my voice VLAN is well configured. And remember, in this scenario, the entire switch bound to VLAN 1 is serving as a voice VLAN. So my VLAN 1 is serving as a voice VLAN. So I will check. Or even if you take these four switch ports and you bundle to another VLAN, let that VLAN interact with the VLAN 1. So let me check on the switch. Enable, that is the command that helps to move from user mode. This is the user mode. The greater sign, that is the user mode. Then when you see the hash, that is the privilege mode. So configure terminal to move to the global configuration mode. So you can see VLANs configured here. We've got VLAN 10. Just a minute. We've got 10 data VLAN, then 11 voice VLAN. But let that one be aside. As you can see here, default VLAN 1, then default, it is having all the ports. So my concentration is here. So you see this mismatch. I'm removing VLAN 10 and 11 so that I can remain with all ports under one switch. To remove that, you can do this. No VLAN 10, no VLAN 11. Enter or exit, then show VLAN. To confirm the VLAN is configured on the switch, you go to the privilege mode, then write show VLAN. The moment you show VLAN, now there is no VLAN 10. So on the aspect of VLAN is okay. VLAN is okay. Let me show running config to confirm the configuration file that is here. You see, port 1, first Ethernet 0/1 up to 0/4. You see here, they are configured. Those ports, they are in access mode, meaning they can provide a gateway, a tunnel for service accessibility. Also, they are in Voice VLAN. I told you that the entire switch is in VLAN 1, so there is no need of creating another VLAN. We'll just make that VLAN 1 to be under voice. So that is it. To do this, I can repeat here shortly. You can't create VLAN, you just say interface range first Ethernet 0/1 up to maybe 10, then switch port mode access, then switch port voice VLAN 1, then you are done. Description voice VLAN. So we are done configuring the voice VLAN on the switch and making those interfaces to access the VLAN. Next, because still our switch is not, our phone is not getting an IP address at the moment. When you hover on the phone, as you can see, there is no IP address. So we come to the call manager here. We ensure that this interface is assigned this IP address that is coming from this particular network address here to this interface. First Ethernet 0/1. You click on the call manager, then you move from user mode to privilege mode, then global configuration mode, interface. An IP address is assigned on the interface. So when in global configuration mode, ensure that you move to interface mode. First Ethernet 0/1, IP address 492. That is it, no shutdown. Description, main, call manager, interface. To save, you can say write memory when you are in the privilege mode, or when you are anywhere apart from privilege mode, you use do, then write memory. It will save. Or in the privilege mode, still you can say copy run startup to copy running configuration file to startup configuration file. So that is it. When you see building configuration, that it means it's saving. When it shows this one, when you happen in Cisco packet tracer and write a wrong command or the right command in the wrong mode, then it will try to be interpreted by DNS this way. To disable this, you press Ctrl+6, Ctrl Shift +6, then to disable that. A command that can disable DNS from interpreting wrong commands to domain names. You use this IP domain, no IP domain lookup. Even if I type wrong command, it cannot be interpreted. So that is it. So I have my interface is up already, and as you can see, it is assigned 192.168.10.1. There is nothing we can do on this interface because I do not have multiple VLANs here. If at all I had, I could have configured this first Ethernet 0/5 as a trunk port to provide a gateway for these VLANs to move to the switch. So my call manager is okay. So let me check. We are finding the reason why my phones are not getting IP address. Show running config. As you can see here, this is the interface that I have just configured because it was off. I brought up the interface, then described the interface, then gave it and this IP address. This one will serve as a gateway for the Cisco IP phones to locate the call manager, as you can see here. Then from there, you see the call manager has been configured. Telephone service, the telephone service capability has been enabled on the call manager. The number of IP phones, that is 4. The number of directory numbers, it's also 4. IP source, this is the gateway. Then the port, it uses this port. Then the kind of assignment between the directory numbers and the numbers is automatic or dynamic, 1 to 4. So 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, up to reach 4. Then from there, the phones have been configured have been assigned the numbers. You see, phone under directory number 1, it has 7000 as its extension. Such applies up to this. So the call manager is well configured. You can see here, this is the details about the ePhone. The phone number 1, the MAC address is this. This is the type or the model. Then is the pattern. So this aspect is what auto assign. This command is what bringing these things. You can see it's automatic. So the call manager is okay. So that is it. The thing that is making the Cisco IP phone not to get IP address, there is no DHCP pool for the voice VLAN here configured on this call manager. So step 1, 2 is done. 3 is not done. This is done. This is done. So step number C and D, those steps have not yet been done. So there is no pool. If there is no pool, the Cisco phones struggle. Even though they send a request to the switch sends it to the call manager, but the call manager has no IP address to assign to the phones. So let us solve that. To configure the DHCP pool, you move to global configuration mode. Let me zoom. Global configuration mode, IP DHCP pool, then you give the name of the pool. That is step 1. Step 2, you specify the gateway to the call manager that the phone shall use to get IP address. So the gateway is the first IP address of this interface. You should note that. So 192.168.10.1. Next, the network. What is my network? This is it. It means 192.168.10.0/24. It means 255.255.255.0. That is class C private. So my network is 192. So from there, if you configure up to that point, that kind of configuration of DHCP server is suitable for data VLANs. But for voice VLAN, there is this aspect we were discussing here. the aspect of option 150. This one is a must when it comes to the DHCP pool for Voice VLAN. Without that one, there will be no connection between the call manager and the pool vis-a-vis the phone. So that one is a must. This is my router. So after configuring, entering the net, specifying the network, then we put option, then you can see it is 0 to up to 254. So 150 is what is rendered. After that one, you can see the IP address. Data is one or more IP address. So option 150, then still we specify the gateway to the call manager. We put here the IP address assigned to the interface of the call manager. So that is it. So these are the steps of configuring DHCP server to serve the voice VLAN, that is for VoIP. So I'm done. Then after configuring that, then I enable this router to be a DHCP server through this command service DHCP. I save my configuration, then I confirm what I have been doing on this router. As you can see, this is the pool for the voice. Then I have conditioned this pool. Let my phones start getting IP address from 90. I have reserved from IP number 1 up to 89. That is reserved for other purposes. But my phones shall get IP addresses from 90, 91, 92, 93 up to the depletion of the pool. So this is the part that was making the Cisco IP phones not to get IP address. Now that the telephone manager is well configured, I expect after a while it should get IP address, then we confirm reachability. So that's how you can see it has gotten IP address. Let us hover. You can see the phone number 1, it has gotten 192.168.10.92, right? You can see the gateway, but still this phone will not communicate because it has not gotten this number. It should get the IP address automatic and get the number that was assigned to the call manager. So this phone, it has not gotten the number, but it has the IP. So we have solved whatever we were intending. Our objective is already achieved. This one has gotten 90. I told you that it will start with the 90 because I reserved the first 89 IP addresses here. This one is 91, good. This one is 93. So you see, a packet from here to here, it failed. That is one way of confirming reachability on the network. So the moment it gets numbers, that is the extension numbers, that's when it can communicate. To restart a switch or a router in Cisco Packet Tracer, sometimes you may configure, then to synchronize the configuration you have to restart. In the normal real environment, you may go and put power off or switch by clicking off the button. So but here there is no button to be clicked, so there is this command that is used to reload, and ensure when you reload you have saved your running configuration to the startup configuration, or else it will be lost and that will be hectic to you. So let me reload my switch to sync the configs that I have done. Also let me as you can see here, there is things that are changing here. Let me reload the save, then reload the router, restart the router. The moment I restart the router, then you can see that that the interfaces are down. So you can see the link. These are the links onto which the phones are connected. You see, DN means directory number, 1 to 1 changed state to up. It was down before during restart. 2 to 1 it's up. So this is the first step the phones undergo before they get. I want to show you something here. So this is the first step. You can see here it is configuring IP. So it is syncing. It is checking all those conditions that you've seen highlighted. Next, you can see register. ePhone has registered. So registration will take into effect after getting the number. So you can see it has the configuring IP. The IP has gotten the IP address. So the next step is to get the extension number, of which it has already gotten here. You can see here it is 7,000. So these are the steps. You can see here, these are the things. The first step was the interface should be up. Then next it register by getting the IP address from the pool. Then after that, then we confirm the reachability. So this is it. As we can hover now, my phones have the numbers. This one has 7,000. This one has what? 8,000 as dedicated. You can see I gave it 8,000. This one has 9,000. Then this one is 9,500. So I can ping this phone to this. Let me start with this. Let me put it there. So that is 7,000. Then this is, that is 9,500. So you can see. So I'm pinging. This one can communicate with this, and this one can communicate with this. So this is the last step of verifying. So nine 5 0 0. The moment I ring, I click this button, then I invoke this phone to send signals for an incoming call to this phone. So you can see for your own. So the phones will keep on ringing until it is picked. This is the simulation that I have done. So I have confirmed. So let me pick this to interfere to stop it making noise. So the moment I pick it, it is connected. So this is just like a normal scenario whereby we call this private. We call in phone ringing. You call a person, the phone keeps on ringing, it rings. Then the moment a person picks that phone, then it's connected. A session is opened. You talk. The moment you hang the call, then it's over. So the same applies to simulation here. So the moment this one hangs or this one hangs, that call ends. So let this one is the one who called, but let this one hang. The moment it hangs, then it's okay. So let this one also call this one. You can see. So it's okay. Another thing is that when a wrong number is dialed, in normal environment you will be told that that number does not exist. Also, same scenario happens during simulation, that the phone shall not ring. So like for example, I have put this 6500, which does not exist because my phone ranges from 7,000 to 9,500. So you see, that number is unknown. It is unknown because the numbers that are there, that are known, they are in this particular call manager, this one. These are the numbers that are known. 7,000, 8,000. So 6500 is nowhere in the call manager. That's why you are being told that it is a known number. So thank you for keeping watch to this lab. I have helped you to know how to fix if IP phone is not getting an IP address. Keep on looking to this channel. Keep on subscribing for more videos like this. Thank you.